Hello everyone, Kevin Stevenson here with GetMeTheGeek.com, and today we have our second entry in the Docker learning. Today we're going to use the Docker Playground and do a little bit of learn a few commands and actually get some hands-on experience with that. So let's get started. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and open it up. So first of all, you want to go to docker.com and you can sign in or whatever. Basically what you want to do here is go to developers and go play with Docker. Alright, so once you're at play with Docker, you scroll on down here to say get started. This is a lab environment where you can do your own Docker images and play around just to learn. So let's do that. Log in and start, and here we are. Okay, so what you have here is a 4-hour session to where you can play with Docker. Let's go ahead and go over here and add new instance. That's going to give us a command line to where we can do Docker stuff. First thing we want to do is just go over here and type in docker -- version, and it'll show you the current version. So this is 1903, pretty current version. So let's go ahead and get our first image pulled. Now usually if you've been messing around with VMs, virtual machines, to create a virtual machine and get it up and running and takes a few minutes. Let me show you how quick it is to do this. We're going to go docker pull Ubuntu. So this is going to pull the latest version of Ubuntu, and so there you go. That's real time pulling that image. And now let's go ahead and get her running. Docker run -d -t -name, and we're going to call this one Bob, and then Ubuntu, which is the image we're going to use, and watch how quick this happens. That is up and running. So let's go ahead and get inside of that, and I will show you it's running. So first thing we're going to do here is just go to docker ps. And so you'll see that the Docker PS shows you the running Docker instances, and so that's named Bob, obviously, and its image is Ubuntu. So let's go ahead and get into that bash command and just poke around in there. So to do that, you go to docker exec -it Bob, and we're just going to go into the bash there. So now what you'll notice here is that now it says root, and then there's this a bunch of stuff here, and that's a little bit different than if you go back and if you look up a little bit, you'll see that this is inside that Docker image, and so this part here matches that container ID. So we'll just do an ls, and see there's this Docker's file system, and so inside there we basically have everything that is an Ubuntu image up and running. So let's just hit exit, which will get you out of inside that Docker, and now you notice we're back at our $ prompt, so we're back inside the host operating system. So let's go ahead and do another one. So let's clear that. And how about we do Alpine, which is a very popular Docker operating system. It's a lightweight Linux. So let's just do docker run -t -d -name. We're going to call this one Tom, and then Alpine. And so this time, instead of pulling the image, I went ahead and just named that, and it pulled the image and started running the Docker instance all in one. So we're going to do that docker ps again, and so you'll see that both the Alpine and the Ubuntu are running on here. Let's go ahead and get into that Alpine image just like we did before. So see this IT stuff, so we'll just change that to Tom, and so here we are. Alright, so say we want to do something a little bit more exciting than that. Now, if you just want to play around with different distributions of Linux, this is a good way to do it. So you can just pop in there and pick out whatever Ubuntu or Debian or Alpine or Arch or any of these other distros, you can find them. Let me just show you that real quick. Back over here at Docker, there is the Docker Hub. So we're just going to open that in a new tab. And Docker Hub, go to Docker Hub. So here's all the images. So we did Ubuntu first. And so you can do this Hello World one. So let's just do that Hello World one. Look at that. And you go up here and so here's our command. So we're docker run hello world. We're just going to copy that. Go back over to our playground. And I'm going to paste that in there. And there you have it. So basically, it just gives you a hello world message. And so again, docker ps, there you go. Now, that hello world we didn't, if you notice, we didn't do the -d to keep it up and running. So, now say we wanted to stop this Ubuntu, so we can just do a docker stop Bob, which is what we named it. Now we do a docker ps, and you'll see that it's gone. So we just so you can start and stop them. That's the same container image and everything that you have right there. So you can start and stop them, keep them resident on your machine if you're doing a little bit of development or you're just exploring stuff. So, and you don't want them all running at one time, you can do that. So let's do something fun. Let's do a web server real quick. Say that we want to go up and we just want to quick play around and learn Apache. So let's do that. So docker pool httpd, that is Apache. So let me go back over to Docker Hub here, and if you look here, we're going to see usually HTTP is right here. I don't see it. HTTPD right there. So there it is, HTTP, which is the Apache web server project. And if you need instructions, it comes with instructions. We're going to do something similar to this and pull up our website. So I've got this already done here, so I'm just going to copy it, paste it in here. And so, actually, you know what? Let me just clear this so you can see it a little easier. And maybe we plus this a little. I'm not sure just what it did there. Let's go and zoom in just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so maybe we can see a little bit easier now. Now if I go and I paste this in here, so if you look at this, we're going to break this down a little bit. So you get docker run -d. Now this -p has this 8080 and 80. What this is it's the ports that is going to be exposed. So the 8080 is the port that is exposed on the host side. So whatever your host operating system is. The second one, the 80, is the internal port. So typically Apache, you get up and running, HTTP port is 80, and we want to expose it to port 8080 on our Docker Hub. We're going to name it Web1, and this -v is a new thing for us, and so basically that's going to be a volume that shows everything. that has the HTML in it. So before I execute this command, let's go ahead and create that folder. So we called it HTML_files. So you'll see that HTML files is right there. Now let's go ahead and paste that, or let me clear that so you can see this nice and easy. And let me go ahead and paste that back in again and run it. So basically when I run this, we're going to expose this web server on port 8080, and our HTML documents are going to be in that /root/HTML_files directory. So let's go ahead and hit that right there. And so here we go. There is our HTML files, and if we go in there, you're not going to find anything. But if you noticed up here, this popped open as a port. So if we go to that right there, it's going to be index of. That's because we don't have any HTML files in there. So let's go ahead and do something and create an index. Index.html, and we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And so this is a basic HTML file that we're catting this information in. So Control D. Alright, so now let me clear this again, because I don't, for some reason it's not I think this zoom isn't really working out for me. Yeah. Clear. Alright. So now you'll see that index.html is there. So we'll go back over here and open that up again, and look, there it is. First heading and first paragraph. Now, so if you looked at that HTML that I had, it was basically like that. So let me just view source so you can see that. And that's exactly what I created. And so go and refresh that. So, and there you have it. So if you have other things you want to play with, this is a great place to do it. Docker Hub, Docker's Play Lab. You've got 4 hours to do whatever you want, basically, to learn and play, and you don't need to have Docker installed on your PC. You can do this in a Chromebook. I'm pretty sure you could even do it on an iPad or an Android tablet or anything like that. So go out there and play around with Docker. There's very little barrier to entry when you can just use the hub. All you need to do is sign up for a Docker account, which is free and easy to do. So one last thing here. So I'm going to show you a little bit more advanced things. So one of the blogging platforms out there is Ghost. So I'm going to show you a quick command, and we're just going to set up Ghost in just a matter of seconds. Let me copy this here, and let me just go back over here, Docker Hub, and you'll look over here and you go Ghost. Alright, so Ghost, here you go. Here is Ghost. So Ghost and all this stuff. So Ghost is a free and open source blogging platform written in JavaScript and distributed under the MIT license. And we're just going to use this. And so if you read the documentation, you can see exactly how to pull your Docker containers, how to connect to a SQL database and SQLite database, and all this other stuff for more details. But in my particular case, I have got, let's look at this. Simply said, Docker run -d, we'll give it a name, some Ghost, give it the port. Now, I will say that Ghost, and if you look at the documentation in here, it's going, and you scroll down, and you're going to see the first thing here says starts a ghost instance listing on the default ghost port of 2368. And that's why that you see this 2368 right here. Now I'm going to open it up and expose it to 3001 on this host machine. So where you see this 8080, right after I run this command, we're going to get a 3001 up here. Let's do it. There you go. Hit enter. It pulls down the Docker image, extracts it, and within a matter of seconds, we'll have a ghost up and running. Boom. There you go. And see, there's our 3001. All right. So let's go ahead and click on that, and let's just go hit refresh. Boom. There's our ghost. Ghost Professional Publishing Platform. Here it is, up and running, and you'll see how it's on our playground. So click on the Getting Started. Here it is. Go back. Maybe you want to do Writing with Ghosts, and so you'll see the editor right up there. And here's the welcome one changing. And so you have a working Ghost platform in a matter of seconds that you can play with and learn Ghost. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to show you what's going on with Docker. This is Docker Playground, so you can play with Docker for free for 4 hours anytime you want on any machine you want. This is very low barrier to entry. Next episode, we're going to show you how to install Docker on your desktop machines, and that'll be a Linux machine, a Windows machine, and a Mac. So stay tuned next time for that, where we'll go into a little bit more detail. This has just been a walkthrough of some of the basic commands. We're going to get into more things later, so stay tuned for the next series episodes. Thanks for joining me.